Now I have my casing sewn all the way around. I've got an elastic. You need to get the elastic from me, Miss Smith. I'll help you get the right length. And then you need 2 safety pins. I suggest 2 large ones, or at least 1 large one and 1 small one. What we're going to do is you're going to take 1 safety pin and you're going to pin one end of the elastic just to the pajama pants here by the opening. You're going to then take the other end with a safety pin like so. Make sure it's closed. And we're going to use this to feed the elastic through the entire casing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold this end of the safety pin, slide fabric down, and then I'm going to pinch on top of that fabric and pull the elastic through without holding the safety pin at the other end. So I just feed it into the casing here. I can feel the safety pin here. I'm going to hold this end of the safety pin and slide my fabric onto the safety pin as much as I can. Then I'm going to hold this end of the safety pin and just grab this fabric, not the safety pin, not the elastic, and I'm going to pull the fabric off. And repeat all of the way around. Be careful at the seams. If you haven't sewn down across them, you're going to have to feed careful. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck with a safety pin. Make sure the elastic doesn't twist as you go, that you're staying nice, flat, and smooth. Okay, now I've pulled the elastic out. I'm going to just double check, make sure it's not twisted anywhere. And this end tried to sneak its way inside. I'm going to carefully remove the safety pin so that I can pull it out. And then I like to just pin it together like this for a moment. I only need the 1 safety pin. I could get rid of the other one. Return it to the other safety pins, please. And then you need to try this on. And while you try it on, with this in the back, you're going to just kind of tug this as tight as you want and put a pin where you want it to be, and we can cut off the extra. It's a good idea to get a friend partner for this as the elastic is out the back. With your pajama pants on, you're going to pull this elastic to however tight you want your pants to be. And maybe if right here's where you want it, you're going to have a good buddy to pin that there with the safety pin so you know that this much is extra. And then you take them off because we're going to sew it together. Once you know where your elastic is going to be, pull it out. Maybe do a last check to make sure the elastic didn't twist anywhere. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our shears and cut off the excess elastic that we measured. Make sure you have about a 1/2 inch extra from where you want it to be on each end, as we will be lapping it over a little bit when we sew. Okay, with the elastic coming out like this, what we're going to do is we're actually going to take it and fold it, lap it on top like this so it doesn't stick out funny. And you're going to lap it 1 inch. And we're going to sew a box with an X in the middle. Or you could do a big zigzag back and forth. I find a box in the middle easier. And I'm just going to stick up 1 pin, because I'm going to start at this corner and come over to this one. I'm also going to make sure my needle is going to stop down in the bottom, that my stitch length is normal. There we go. And you just pull this out of your pajama pants as far as you need so that you can have just it in the machine. With the needle down, I can lift it up and pivot, and I'm sewing my box like 1/8 of an inch from the edge here. I can remove my pin now. Lift it up, pivot. Here's where it gets really fun. I like to now come diagonally across the whole thing. Because I can't just go automatically to the other corner, I'm just going to come back up this side again. And now come diagonally across this whole one. Make sure you end at the back stitch. There you go, your elastic's sewn together. It's not going to come apart. Trim your threads. Now you can pull your fabric so the elastic gets sucked up underneath, and we're going to sew from here to here to shut it. This is the point where if you want a tag, we need to put a tag in.